Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman. Right. Hello. I'm back with more Dune. And let me catch you up to speed once I'm done setting everything up. Usually it takes a minute or two. Well, today it might take a whole 3 minutes. Maybe more, maybe less. I want to actually add a chat on the screen so that I can actually have it in the VOD too, so that when I rewatch, so that I know who said what and what I was replying to. That could be helpful. Let me see, browser source, browser chat, let's call it chat. Okay. It's gonna be too big, and it's also not transparent like I thought it would be. Okay, this is not ideal. I need to find something more slick, but that probably is gonna happen not today. This is probably gonna happen at some other point, other time. Let's see, width. If I reduce the width, that works. I mean, it still covers quite a bit of the screen, although maybe I can make it transparent a little bit. Let's see, filters, add a filter, effect filter, luma key, would that be it? Chroma, mask, blend. Yeah, that does nothing. Blend, multiply, subtraction. No. Okay, let me see. Chroma, color key. No, it should be blending. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make it a little bit smaller. Hopefully it's not gonna be too small. Hopefully it is readable, and I'll have to think of a better way of implementing it. Some man, there has to be a filter that allows you to make it not so right. Okay, this is not it. Yeah, this is not ideal. Hey, what's up, Gabe? I didn't even post anywhere. You are here already. Okay, now it's actually a good time for me to test. It's very tiny. Chat is very tiny. Maybe I don't need to show the whole thing, right? Just a little bit, half. And I can make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm trying to add a chat because I was watching some of my older footage, and obviously there was chatter between me and somebody in the chat, and I don't know what the person was saying exactly, So I want to make sure that I have a note on Discord. Oh, yeah, YouTube videos. Yeah, that actually does show up. That's right. I don't have to actually post it every time, but I still will. But that's true. Good to know that someone actually pays attention to those. Give me a second. Give me a second, and I will sort this real quick, and then I will say what I've been up to. And then I will say, okay, audio is good. That's nice. Nice to know. Actually, there's a drops event. I'm not sure if it actually works on my stream too. But basically on Twitch, if you... Oh, wait, it's Twitch, right? Okay, never mind. I forgot I'm not a Twitch pleb. Never mind. Yeah, but there's a Twitch drop thing where if you connect your Twitch account with your... No, not Steam, your Dune account, you can get some drops. And what they're dropping today... Well, actually, I can show you in a second because I just got all 3 things that they're giving, the developers are giving to people watching Dune. But honestly, not too many people are streaming Dune compared to what it was before. Okay, hopefully the chat is not going to be super tiny. It's also a very weird spot. I think that's readable. I would put it under my face, but that's where Deep Desert chat goes. Unless I can change that position. Let me actually check. Maybe I can change positioning of that. How are you, by the way, Gabe? How's your back? Feeling better? Oh my god. There we go. I need some energy. Funny thing is, I took this drink out of the fridge that's been sitting there for a week, 2 weeks. It was ice cold. It sat on my table for like 30 minutes and it's barely cold. It's also not that great. When it's not super cold, it's not that great. It's not that tasty, unfortunately. Yeah, let me see if I can move the chat to a different location. Where would that be? UI, ultra-wide support, chat bubbles, show voice chat indicator, show friendly indicators, show text chat on HUD. Is there no way to move it to a different place? Maybe not. Vehicle, building, show a helmet, camera shakes, controls. I think there might be no way to move it to a different spot. Unless I have to go to social here somewhere. I doubt it though. I doubt it is here, but let's play some music this time. Your back is still messed up. You pulled a muscle on Wednesday, so it's not great. Oh man, that sucks. How did you pull it? Like, what were you doing? Something, lifting something? Or is it one of those old age things where you just moved in the wrong way? Right. Oh yeah, where am I? Arrakis? I think, yeah, I'm at Arrakis. So I want to go back. Unfortunately, I reached my skill point. I used up all my skill points, and I'm not too happy with what I have right now. So at some point I'll have to respec them. You moved your office? Okay, so there was some kind of lifting involved then. Is this the This is not the exit, is it? Residency approach? What the hell is residency approach? Wait, I want to see that. Oh, so that's where I saw that picture. Interesting. But what is a residency approach? Wait, is that it? That's a house, isn't it?
I suspect you have some business with House Wallach.
Okay, House Wallach. Wallachy. So what, this is yeah, okay, I guess this is a pointless location. Can't really go anywhere. Kinda sucks that you cannot run around faster in this game. Well, you're in cities and whatnot. Wow, this thing took some damage. This wall, quite a bit of damage actually. That's basically where Leto Atreides lives. Oh, you bought Stronghold? Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, there's a 10% off till 29th, so I was thinking about maybe also getting it, but I don't think I have the time. I mean, funny thing is, I'm on vacation and I still don't think I have time to play this game, to play Stronghold, to finish the other Stronghold. I don't know. I got in a little bit of a depression state today. I hate that, mode where you have some time off, you are free to play, no one's bothering you, you start playing, and you feel like you're wasting your time, and you feel like you would rather do something productive, something that would actually be worth your time, and then you stop playing, then you start thinking, what should I do? And then you get depressed that you can't really think of anything, and then you think, wow, I'm wasting my time now by doing nothing, exactly nothing. And like, whatever you do, you feel bad. So yeah, I was stuck in that mode today for half of the day. I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that. I wanted to go for a walk. I wanted to go to there, and I ended up doing nothing. And the only thing that lifted my mood a little bit, to the point where I was actually able to start the stream, because I was also thinking maybe I shouldn't stream today at all. The only thing that helped was doing a little bit of an exercising. But oh my god, today is hot, and even like doing regular basic squats makes you drip with a fountain of sweat. Yeah, I get it. I'm not worried about us playing together. Yeah, I know that by the time we are both ready, well, I mean, we'll be able to do it eventually. I get that spice fart. The only issue is, like, with games like that, when they come out, if you don't do them the first week... Oh, that's not... I actually saw a video today of someone mining in the deep desert, and the worm was like traveling past the harvester, and it actually killed the harvester, even though the worm wasn't attracted to the harvester. It was just doing that random traveling. So I used to think that it's just a thing, just a visual thing, that there's no actual worm in there. It's just a thing to, you know, give the atmospheric feel in the game. But no, it actually is a worm traveling, and if you end up in its way, you're gonna get killed. He won't even breach, he'll just kill you as he's passing by. Okay, what's with the dark music? Okay, I'm not happy about this. Just to be... Oh yeah, he's coming. Oh, he is coming. Oh, he was on the way. But yeah, I wanna explain once I get back to my base. I wanna explain what I mean by my thumbnail, which is buggy sucks. Why I think it sucks. I might even do a small demonstration, just so I have a visual, you know, a demo that I can showcase to everyone, every 2 people out there who's gonna watch this video. So let me grab this spice real quick, and then I will show. Come on, I can't even like do one little spice fart. That's not too much to ask for, is it? Well, ta-ta. 3 spice piles are gonna be gone. No worries though. Today I got like 5 or 6 spice farts. Like I literally logged in. I was in Harko village. I came back to Haga Basin, and as I was flying towards my base, there were like 5 farts, and I mined them all, which took me not that long, really, 10 minutes maybe. And then you'll have a gap where the harvester will fall in. You mean when it's traveling past? Traveling, Right, so what happened today? Today was... Let me actually get some water. Today, when I was watching a video. I actually saw a video where someone made... It was a video, one of those videos, like 10 tips in Dune that I wish I knew before I started playing. And one of the things, the person, and that... I think I've seen that streamer once before, so he's a pretty big streamer. He's been playing this game for quite a bit. One of the tips he gave was have or get a buggy, so you can mine way more, because this buggy, for example, my buggy, has 2,750 of inventory space, which is a lot, which is almost 3 times, sorry, almost 3 times more than Assault Ornithopter. And he said, like, have your base here, which is what I already do, and you can go through here with the buggy, and you can farm all the aluminium, which is what I did, which I can even show to make a better point. So I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna go get some aluminum. It's gonna be a little bit slower than, you know, using Assault Ornithopter, but I'm gonna get way more minerals. And first thing I noticed as soon as I jump into this buggy is how freaking slow it is. Not only slow, maneuverability of it. Look, if I want to stop, oh yep, it jumps, it stops almost to 0, which is one thing. But if I want to stop for a resource, let's say I want to stop for that granite up ahead, right? Boom, I want to stop. Look, it takes 5 hours for my buggy to actually stop, even uphill. And it gets even worse sometimes. So if I want to stop, if I want to go back, Look how freaking sluggish this is. And if I want to jump into the turret and I want to farm this, and let's say it's a little bit out of reach, or it's a little bit too low or too high, then I have to go back to the driver's seat and I have to start driving again. And look how freaking sluggish this is to actually get a better positioning. But that's one thing. Another thing is you can cross this area, but you will always, I think I did it like twice today, and I triggered worm both times. But there is a way to cross. I think it's actually here. Yeah, you can cross here. It's a little bit easier to cross towards where I'm going now, because that's going to be downhill. But once when I have to come back, it's going to be uphill. So it's going to be harder for me to actually go up. The speed is going to be around 70 kilometers per hour, which is still possible to cross. Okay, so let's say I cross, right? I still cannot mine any aluminum here, so I have to go into this little gap where aluminum spawns. Okay, well, I haven't played Halo, so I don't know anything about that, but I'll take your word for it. But I'm just trying to prove myself. Like, this is what I said since day 5 of playing this game, that buggy, when I tried it for the first time, I thought, okay, this doesn't sound that good. This doesn't sound effective to mine. And that's why I never went for a buggy. That's why I skipped buggy and went straight for ornithopter. But then I saw a video today that said, oh, buggy is very good. And I tried it and I saw that no, it's not. It's completely not. And I wasted so many resources. I built MK5. I don't know how many resources I wasted. I wasted quite a lot of duraluminum. I wasted other resources. I wasted carbide parts. Diamondine dust. Yeah, I don't have much. I know where to farm them, but still. But yeah, like I have to drive for quite a bit of time. But the worst part is, once you get here, it is so freaking easy to get lost. I went all the way, I think, to up here today, or yeah, I was here somewhere, and I couldn't find my way back. I was stuck. I think I was here actually, or no, here on this like highest place, maybe here. And good thing there is no collision, so I was able to just jump down the cliff, and my buggy of course survived. So that's the only good thing, because I was so freaking lost. It took me like half an hour to even find a way back. I saw this tower the whole time. I just couldn't find a way where I could drive and reach this position, because I kept going in circles, because this is so freaking complicated to move around. And yeah, okay, this is the first source. Let's get that, so that it's not a complete waste. Are also crazy, but Mass Effect Mako is the whole other actually, I did try Mass Effect 1. Oh yeah, there's another thing. When you're doing a buggy run, you're gonna be attacked by NPCs, random NPCs everywhere, and they're gonna piss you off quite a bit. And that's what they were doing today. I don't know why this time I'm not being attacked. Oh, I'm barely touching that rock. I guess I got lucky. Someone killed that third tower. Oh, nope. Yeah, so you get attacked constantly while here. But look at these like crossings. It's so freaking easy to get lost in here. So not only it takes a while to drive here, not only buggy is super slow and sluggish and hard to control, not only it takes you a good half an hour, I think, unless you know a place where a lot of aluminum spawns. I've only seen one node so far. Not only you have NPCs, random NPCs attacking you from different sides, but you also get lost. And I think the time it takes, yeah, okay, I see a note. Look how freaking slow this thing is for me to get closer. Oh. Yeah, I really don't like the buggy. The buggy sucks. A video how to drive Mako? Yeah, I think I've tried Mass Effect years ago when maybe Mass Effect 3 came out or something, and I even played a remaster version of some sort, thinking I can play through the older games and then get into the new game, and that game sucked. Like, I'm sorry, but it sucked. Mechanically, graphically, it was a pile of garbage. And I didn't want to... I played for like half an hour, and I was so bored. And I think I got to the part where you have to drive a buggy. I can't remember. But I just hated the mechanics, how freaking bad it felt. Okay, I think I might have made a mistake. I won't be able to get back up, or maybe I will be. Where's aluminum? I barely see any aluminum here. What the hell? Man, what's dripping off of this can constantly? I don't get it. Am I so bad at drinking? I must try harder. Mass Effect is classic. I don't care if it's classic. I hated it. Honestly, like, classics are for people who enjoy them originally when they came out. I don't think anyone else other than those people can enjoy those classics nowadays. It's like watching a super old movie. Like, you can enjoy it if you're either super into that kind of stuff, or you've enjoyed it the first time you saw it when it came out. But if you're someone from a newer generation and you want to watch or experience some classic, yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a good time. And that's what happened to me with Mass Effect. The game felt like shit. I think that guy's still shooting at me, by the way. So that's what I need to do now. I need to go and fight these random NPCs so that they don't... I'm not sure if NPCs can destroy your where's my shield? Oh. I don't know if they can destroy your equipment. What? He's dead? Who's shooting then? You're a classic? I mean, I'm not saying that those movies are horrible. I mean, they're just not relatable to nowadays people in most cases. That's why I don't hate when there's a new Batman movie or a new Superman movie or a remake of some older movie. Like, for example, Battlestar Galactica. I loved the latest version, and then when I watched the latest version, I saw, or I heard, that there was an older version from the 70s or 80s that was basically well, the new version was based on that, off of that. And I thought, okay, well, you know, back then I was a little bit younger, more naive, and I thought, oh, if it's a classic, if it was based on that older show, it must have been very good if they had to make a remake. So I tried watching it, and I was like, what the hell is this super outdated piece of... It wasn't garbage, but it was... Come on, I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it seriously. I was like, no, this is no way. This is like watching a movie that you ordered from Temu, you know? And that's why I you know, I always think And I think I might be the same in the future. Like if they do come up, if they do make a new remake for a new for Battlestar Galactica, and if they're not gonna make a prequel sequel and they're gonna just make a remake, I might not like it. I might be like, you know what, the original was the original, not the original, but the original that I watched was better, because that's what I watched, you know, that's what I loved, that's what I enjoyed, and I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, that happened to me. And that's why I don't hate remakes. That's why I think we need remakes, because every generation needs their own version of something, because some things get outdated, you know, some social problems become more prevalent. Not maybe social problems, but just the way it is, technology, the way movies are made is different, you know, and I don't mind it. And that's why I think remakes are fine. They should be remade. And sometimes I wish some older games were not remade the same exact way they were back then, but they were like remade with the same idea, same plot, a lot of the same mechanics, but a lot of new stuff, or some new stuff at least, so that the new generation got to feel and get the chance to get hooked on that same thing. About Star Wars, actually, I liked the first new Star Wars movie. It was okay. I liked it because it had very good visuals. Story-wise, yeah, I wasn't like super sold on it. I was like, okay, that's a little bit doesn't make too much sense. Like how a random stormtrooper just happens to know and be able to use a lightsaber and fight one of the best Sith Lords one-on-one, trying it for the first time. That didn't make too much sense, but okay, you know. But then the second, the third one, yeah, they sucked. But then I thought, man, isn't that the same exact thing what people said about the first 3 episodes, episode 1, 2, and 3? Because back then when they came out, I was very young, and I watched the first one. That was my very first Star Wars movie I watched, actually, and also first movie I watched in the cinema. I didn't like the second and third one too much because they were a little bit too political and I didn't understand too much. I did like the fight scenes though. But I do remember how people shat on those movies, how everyone, all the hardcore fans of Star Wars series were like, what the hell, these 3 episodes, they're crap, they're shit. The originals are the good ones. Episode 3, 4, and 5 are good, but these are crap. And I remember there was a lot of hate on those. And guess what? Years later, they're actually considered to be kind of also classic now too. And to me personally, they are the best ones. Not because they're the best made, not because they have something better than the other ones didn't. I mean, they do have better graphics and all, and choreography, of course. But still, you know, every movie has something good. Like the story, for example, in the old ones from the 70s, 80s, was, I think, superior. But episode 1, 2, and 3 were best for me because that's what I grew up with. Those were the ones that came out when I was young. Those were the ones that I watched for the first time. And now I have the biggest nostalgia for those 3. I don't know, like, holy crap. I love them so much. Mostly fights, of course, but still, it's nostalgia. And that's what is the biggest thing. Okay, now I need to go back somehow, and I'm all the way up here. I don't know how to get back. That's another point about the buggy being sucky. You have to traverse this terrain, and it's so easy to get lost here because, yeah, there's no way to find a path. Unless you know a path, you've carved a path. But yeah, so nostalgia is that one thing that makes classics. And like I said, every generation needs to have their own version, and I'm fine when it comes to remakes. I think we need them. Yeah, the first one, to be honest, quality-wise, yeah, I mean, they tried to show off the new technology very hard, but they made it way too kid-friendly. But I think I watched a documentary about Star Wars movies and about those times when people were very angry about those movies when they came out. How excited people were, how they were camping near the cinemas waiting for the movie to come out, and then when it came out, the hardcore fans were kind of upset that it was so childish. Like, a lot of the first episode was so freaking childish. But the thing is, I watched the documentary about it, and I remember the guy made a really good point that by making that first movie so childlike, like it was like family friendly or whatever, it attracted a big audience of kids, and these kids grew up, and now these kids like me, they have the biggest nostalgia for that movie. Even though it's not the best movie out of the three, definitely not, it has the biggest nostalgia hit for me. And that's literally, they were thinking ahead. I don't know if they were thinking ahead, maybe that was just a coincidence, but it kind of feels like they were thinking ahead, like, you know, let's hook the smallest, the youngest audience so that they grow up with Star Wars, and then when they get older, they're gonna be our paying customers because they're gonna be the ones who have a big nostalgia. They're gonna be the ones who will want to buy something from those older movies, a figurine or a toy or something. And that actually paid off. I don't remember the numbers or statistics, but I remember the guy in the documentary was giving some numbers, and it actually did work in Lucasfilm's favor eventually. It did take quite some time, like especially the guy who played Anakin Skywalker, not the kid in the first movie, but the guy who played Anakin in second and third game. So I remember, well, in the documentary it was said how he was hated, how fans hated him, how he was considered to be a very bad actor. There were so many memes about him and his acting, and now he is accepted with such ovations, is that the word? Like, people were cheering so freaking crazily when he showed up on stage in the last couple conventions, because people are feeling nostalgic about those times, and I also feel nostalgic, and I freaking love what they did with his entrance in Ahsoka. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, never was, but yeah, there are some very good moments in that series. But at least they should have a logical... That's true, that's true. They did mess up with the storyline, with the rules of the, the universe. Like, the physics of the universe were kind of broken. Oh my god, I found an exit for the first time ever. Ho ho! Maybe Buggy doesn't suck. No, it does suck. Yeah, healing, like... Sure, I guess, you know, it's possible that they never showed that Jedis can heal. But at least, I don't know, like, don't make a completely new character so freaking OP out of nowhere. Don't make some random stormtrooper be able to fight with a lightsaber as if he was training since childhood. Don't add physics where you can crush enemy fleet with just one ship if you do the FTL and cancel it at the last second. Why didn't they do that with the, you know, Death Star? Why didn't they come up with that idea before? Yeah, they're like, there are things that don't add up. And why did they even have to bring back those old characters just to kill them? What's the point? Like, why would they even need to bring the Palpatine? Like, what the hell? Why do we need a comeback of someone who's already dead? And yeah, I don't know. It feels like they were trying to appeal to the old audience. You know, same exact reason with the nostalgia hit. They try to do some kind of fan service, I guess. But man, they messed up the whole story and lore. Is that a new base? I haven't seen this one before. Did someone actually build a... Oh my god, someone actually built a base in a matter of a couple of days, I think. Maybe I'm just dumb. How badly they handle it? Palpatine somehow came back to life. Yeah. Yeah, that was my point too. Like, and also how he built a fleet. Who is manning the fleet? Like, so many questions, so many plot holes. Like, why did we even have to have that? So yeah, I get why people are upset with remakes sometimes, or not even well, I'm not sure if you can call it a remake. It's just a sequel, right? But I get it, you know, like it breaks the universe. It kind of ruins the whole thing in a way. But if it's a remake, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't mind remakes. Like, when it comes to games, a lot of people are shitting. And to be fair, developers, gaming companies are kind of like being lazy. Instead of making new IPs, they go with something that is tested. And they go after people's, you know, nostalgic feelings. And they create something that's been done before. They just make a remake. Sure, and then we have a lot of bad remakes. That's true. But we also have some very good ones. Like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Those are good remakes. And like, I personally grew up with those games. I haven't played them myself much because I was too afraid to play them. But I really loved watching someone else play those on Twitch when they came out, those remakes, because it was just a nostalgia trip, but with good graphics and some improvements. I loved it. And to think that new generations can actually play those games instead of some crappy looking 2D up top weird mechanics, you know, game. Why would they play that? Like, you know, it just doesn't make sense. Sure, it's people who have some nostalgic feelings. They will play those games and they'll think, oh, they look amazing. They're like modern graphics in their minds, but no one else, no one else, you know, from the newer generation will think that. So I think it's a good thing, you know, that they remake these kind of classics and make them approachable to newer generations. And sometimes, yeah, I mean, remakes are not well made, but you can't always expect a banger. You can't always expect something that works. And yeah, we're gonna have some flops, of course. Or you know, another example, Mad Max, the movie. I never liked the ones with Mel Gibson, and I tried watching them a little bit later. I thought maybe I was too young, maybe I didn't understand them. And I tried watching them as a young adult. I didn't like it. The costumes were shit, you know. Action was kind of cheesy. Not cheesy, but it didn't look high quality, you know. It was just like watching those 90s TV shows. I didn't like it at all. And I know a lot of people love it, and it's fine. But when I watched Fury Road, that became instant classic for me. It's one of my and my wife's favorite movies of all time. We've watched it 10 plus times, and we're gonna be watching it every year, probably till we get old. But unfortunately, we were very excited about the last Mad Max they made, Furiosa. We thought, oh, it's gonna be another good one. It wasn't. Too bad it wasn't. It had some good moments, I guess. I think Chris Hemsworth did a freaking good job with his character. I think he was probably the only reason that the movie wasn't a complete bust failure. But other than that, yeah, there's not really much in that movie, and CGI was just so freaking bad. So unfortunately they didn't continue with a good movie, with another good movie in the series. But if I understand correctly, it wasn't even made by the same director, wasn't written by the same scriptwriters, so it was kind of like a standalone in a way. Yeah, you see how many spice fields there were today? 5. I came back and there were 5 fields. I looted them all. I don't know why they keep showing up on the map even though they're not there anymore. Oh, right, I need to return to Derek to get some reward. Why is it not showing these anymore on my map? I don't blame you for liking the old movies, you know. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for you to like them. Hey, what's up, Marius? What's up? I think I'm gonna be the same way, Gabe. I feel like, you know, 20 years from now, they're gonna make a new Mad Max movie. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. I will still think that, you know, the Fury Road is the best one. And, you know, maybe younger generation will be like, what? You think that movie was good? That was crap. The new one is actually a good one, but that one, oh no. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And it's fine, you know. Generational shift is fine. I'm trying to think if I like any movie that is a classic, considered to be a classic, that I've seen for the first time fairly recently and that I liked. No, maybe that's because I don't really watch old movies. The only thing I noticed recently is whenever there's like an older movie, even a movie that I haven't seen, and it's from the 80s, 90s, I find it interesting to watch them a little bit for a short while. Mostly because of the costumes and hairstyles, cars. It's like a nostalgia trip in a way, a little bit, where I get to see what it used to be like, even if I wasn't even born yet. It's interesting to see what kind of cars were, you know, on the roads, how people dressed, what was the most trendy thing back then. Like these little details about the society, you can get those from older movies, and I like that sometimes, you know. I don't really particularly like the plot or the movie itself, like what's happening. I just like watching, you know, like, oh, you know, that's where people used to wear this. Wow, that's crazy, you know. Some things I forgot, some things I never knew, and I find out. I like those kind of things nowadays. Hey, what's up, Celestial? Yeah, I just literally explained why it sucks. Well, it was actually better. I just did a buggy run. I didn't fill it up fully with aluminum. It was a little bit better than what I had today in the morning. because it is slow, it is sluggish, it is not maneuverable. It takes quite some time to get from your base to all the way to here. Once you get here, you get lost because it's not that easy to traverse this whole area. And I actually got lost today once, where I had to drop off the cliff because I couldn't find a way back. It took me half an hour to search for a path back. I couldn't find it, and I just jumped off the cliff because I remembered there's no fall damage. But at least that. And also you get to fight random NPCs everywhere, and it was annoying. I almost died actually in one situation. So yeah, and I figured that me doing assault ornithopter runs to these pylons, looting this little lot here, filling up my ornithopter coming back is way faster, way more efficient than using a buggy and crawling all the way here and then getting lost and trying to find a way back. But when I did another run today to just prove my point, I didn't get lost. I got back fairly easily, and I didn't get too many resources though, because for some reason there were no aluminum nodes anywhere to be found. But it wasn't as bad, but still not my favorite thing. And I spent so many resources. I spent quite a lot of duraluminum today. Hey, Wasaluku, what's up, man? Warrig is based on your Tatra? What is Tatra? Is that like a car brand? I watched a documentary about how they were making Fury Road, how many practical effects they used, how they actually built those cars. I don't know what they did with the newest movie, but it didn't feel authentic. There was so much CGI, but the Fury Road, the old one, I remember there was the director's wife basically had to go through, I can't remember, was it 1,000 or 3,000 hours of footage to compress it into a movie of 1 hour. Maybe it was 1,000 hours of recorded footage that they recorded when filming the movie, and she had to go through all of that to compress it all into just 1 hour and a half, or was it 2 hours long movie. That's crazy, you know? It's coming along nicely, Celestial. Okay. I wonder where it is. Like my old base was, I think it was like here or here. It was around these camps somewhere, in like this little area here. And I wonder where you are building it. Is it like also in this area? I assume it is, right? It's a car brand. Okay, Tatra. Okay, right, so today, another thing about this game is I had no idea that I was done with this guy's mission to unlock planetology level 2. So somehow I remembered, and it's not shown on your map, it's not shown even in your journal. Just have to remember where he was to come back and, you know, progress in the story, or at least your skill tree. So that's a little bit annoying. So I unlocked my second level, but like I said, I ran out of skill points, so I cannot even upgrade some of the good stuff, like fuel efficient pilot, for example. You know, those are good upgrades, but I think I'll have to respec my skill tree at some point to I didn't really understand what I was unlocking at the time when I was putting those points. So now I think I would go a little bit differently, especially when you think about the playstyle you want to take. But yeah, I really need more skill points to be able to do more. I still haven't even reached level 3 with anyone, I think. Oh no, I did with Bene Gesserit.
You're back! Did he listen? Do I have access to the research of Kynes? Why? Why does it harm him to let me see the work that Kynes was doing? Did I ever tell you why I became a planetologist?
No, and I'm not particularly interested.
My parents were peons, planet-bound servants. But the planet we lived on was barely populated.
What is
It
a
was an
peon?
agri-world, crops from pole to pole. We were responsible for almost the entire southern hemisphere. As long as the quotas were met, we were left alone. But I thought we could do more. So I begged my parents for sugar wire reels on farming and planetology. And more, I began to understand the relationships that govern systems.
So it's funny, peon. The first time I heard that word, I thought, well, I mean, I think I know what it means. Yeah, it's basically a lower class, right? Lower class, like or maybe the lowest class. And it's funny, I'm not sure if it's intentional, but the first time I heard that word, I thought peon is spelled P-E-E -on. Basically someone who's being peed on because there's so much beneath. They're nothing. They're like the lowest class. They're like, you just pee on them. But then I saw right now, I saw it's actually spelled P-Y-O-N. And it's not so vulgar in a way, but it probably still has a similar meaning, doesn't it? Rigid rule of class distinction enforced by the Imperium peon. Okay, so peon is basically, is that like a made-up word for this game or for this universe? Is that not a word in English in general? Planet-bound peasants or laborers and legally wards of the planet. Peasants, yeah.
I found a way to increase our crop yields by 70%. House Alexin gained wealth, and I was sent to Kaitane to study planetology in earnest. But on Kaitane, perhaps we should speak of this another time. This business with Cyprian, it reminds me of my time on Kaitane. Bad memories. I don't want to revisit my past anymore. I'm sorry. Return later.
Original word is P-E-O-N. It comes from Latin? It's funny though, like pee on, as in like get peed on. It sounds the same. And it also kind of has the same meaning too, doesn't it? Right, so we got... Okay, we got a reward. Did I get some points? Nope. No skill points. So... I think planetology for me is... No, it's not maxed. Where do I max it out then? Planetology. Advanced planetologist trainer. Okay, who's the advanced planetologist trainer? How am I supposed to know these things? Oh well. Actually need to go back and see how much duraluminum I have left. But I do want to do a little bit of titanium farming. Something risk-free. Person who does work that does not need any particular skill. So it is a real word in English language. It's not just something, a made-up class for this universe. Uh-oh. Storm. Oh no! We need to... Oh, we're actually outrunning Storm if we have the booster on. We're outrunning the Storm, but if we're still outrunning it actually. And one... Oh! Sometimes I'm so glad that this game doesn't have any collision damage. Yeah, I'm slightly outrunning it at 170. 150 is probably where you are even. Watch the damn road, CJ. Oh yeah. The good old GTA. What was that? Was that like a lightning or was that just a glitch, visual glitch? I was actually thinking about maybe upgrading my base today, making it higher, but yeah, like I was saying today at the beginning of the stream, I was feeling a little bit depressed today. So never really got to do it. Right, how do I check my duraluminum? Because I still haven't built advanced fabricator. Oh, I have I don't need duraluminum for this one. I have everything except for plastanium. Okay. What about advanced vehicle fabricator? Also not duraluminum needed. I have like 400 left. Why depressed? Basically just, you know, I'm on vacation and I had all the time in the world to do anything today. So I started playing this game, doing some random things. But then I started feeling bad for not going out, not doing anything while I still have time to do it. Plus the weather's, I don't know, like we have no summer this year. It was super cold till July. And now that we entered July, or we're actually almost done with July, it's been raining every single day. Or it's so freaking hot, but it's still raining. So yeah, I felt like, man, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything productive. I'm not, well, basically I just felt the guilt, you know, like, why am I sitting here playing games instead of doing something productive? Why am here playing games instead of doing something with my family, even though we did spend like 3 days on our trip in a different city. You know, it was quite a lot of fun. But yeah, just 2 days at home and you're starting to feel guilty for not doing something productive, and you get in this loop, and then you're like, should I do this? But then now I shouldn't. Maybe I should work on a video. I don't know. I don't feel like it. You know, it's just a stupid mentality thing. And the only thing that helped me get out of it was doing a little bit of exercising. That was also a guilt thing I was feeling, because before the trip, before the vacation, we had this plan. We were exercising every 2 days. Every second day, we were like I was trying to watch my food a little bit better, to get a little bit healthier food. And as soon as the vacation started, everything went down the drain. I'm eating everything and anything, not exercising. So it was just a bad mood cycle, and yeah, doing a little bit of exercising helped. So that's why I jumped on the stream, thinking, okay, I'll just do it, because otherwise I'm gonna be feeling guilty for the rest of the day. I had some motivation to do it. Okay, Gabe went for some back exercises. I missed that. Yeah, and then like you wait till the last minute thinking, what should I do? And then by the time you decide, oh, maybe I should do this, like by the time it was 7 p.m. I thought, okay, I want to go for a walk. I want to go to the seaside, because it was raining until like 6 p.m. or something. But then I realized, wait, it's 7 p.m. By the time we get ready, by the time we get there, it's going to be like bedtime for our kids. So it's out of the window again. Yeah, same kind of thing. I don't think it's midlife crisis. It's just, you know, it's just the way it is. Our roof is leaking today after a lot of rainfall and nobody to fix it until Monday. How bad is the leak? I mean, it doesn't matter. I had a little part of our roof leaking last year too, and it was pissing me off. So I can imagine, especially if it's like happening inside of your living quarters. So yeah, I can imagine how bad that feels and sucks. Then again, Monday's tomorrow, so at least you don't have to wait. And at least you have a plan, so that's a good thing, right? It's the worst when something is broken, something is not working right, and you don't even know where to start, and you don't know even whom to call, or you want to call somebody but you can't because it's a weekend, and then you start calling and no one's available. Yeah, that's even worse. So I think it's at least you have some kind of a plan ready. Right, so I want to go to the deep desert. But I want to be... I can't go naked because I'm gonna get... What if I go... Wait, what if heat protection? None of these give me heat protection. So technically, if I don't wear this armor, it's the same as me being naked, right? I mean, wearing this armor and not wearing it, when it comes to getting outside of your thopter, getting into the sun, it's the same, right? Unless I had a still suit, that'd be good actually for desert runs, but I don't have any. Still suit. I could make some kind of a cheap one. Not this kind of a catch pocket size. Oh, it's for water, right? No heat waves? Dude, we're gonna have the heat waves, you'll see. At least here. We're gonna have heat waves in like... in August, September. That's gonna happen. We're gonna have the same summer as always. It's just gonna be pushed a little bit further into the year. It's coming in through the attic into bedroom. They left a huge hole from the last time they tried to fix it. Oof. 34? Of course. I mean, we're hitting 30 today. I think it was 30 today and yesterday. In the shade. Not sure how much it is in the sun, direct sun. Although we didn't have too much sun. It's been constant storms, constant raining. And like you have a big like rush of very heavy rain. Then like half an hour later, sun comes out. It's freaking impossible. It's so freaking hot. It doesn't matter if you're inside or outside. It's just so freaking hot. Like you're sweating, not doing anything. Half an hour later, it's raining like crazy again. Half an hour later, it's hot again. It's like we're living in the what is it called? Rainforest. It's like our climate is turning into a rainforest climate almost. Yeah, you have a lot of rain too. Well, you always have a lot of rain, don't you? Well, actually, that is aluminum. That's not too bad. I think I can make this. Not too much armor though. Hydration capture plus 1%. Heat protection 0.9. Okay, what about garment? Oh, okay, so you have to build everything, like the helmet too, right? Heat protection, gloves. So let's make a still suit. I don't want to make a whole thing though, a whole 4. It weighs 4. I'll just have boots on this, I think. It never rains in July. Well, yeah, 2 years ago, we had... 2 years ago, 3 years ago, July was always the driest month, so my yard would always get burned to crisp. All the grass would be half dead. Okay, so if I replace this, I'm losing... I'm not losing any weight. I'm literally the same because this thing weighs as much as these two. Okay. The thing is, I want to be as light as possible so I can mine more resources. So I'm gonna put these. Do I need soft step boots? I don't think so. I do need to be able to fix my stuff though. And I'll need some drinking water too. Let's see. So if I take this off, if I take this off, I need this. I don't need the weapons. I need cutter ray. Shield is not needed. If I get ganked, I'm dead anyways. Vehicle backup tool, construction tool, don't need that. What else? I might need a heal kit. Actually, if I'm gonna be farming, I don't need spice gathering stuff. Not sure if it's good to go without the boots though. So I just need cutter ray. I just need some med kits to heal myself. Actually, I can put that. I can drink some water. You had snow in June before? When? I mean June. Yeah, this June was weird here as well. We had some freezing temperatures, I think, at the beginning of June. One of our trees actually in the backyard that we bought last year, and we planted that tree. It was actually fairly decent size. We just needed it to like grow a little bit thicker to spread. It's called what is it called? A Haven apple? Not sure what it translates to, but it's a very nice tree when it blooms. But yeah, it died because of that in this June. Like we had crazy hot, like we had 20, I don't know, maybe even 30 Celsius for like 2 days. All the trees started blooming. Next day, it's like freezing temperature. So that tree died, which really sucks because, you know, we bought it, we planted it. We thought it was gonna look nice, and yet it died. So we're gonna have to get it out and plant a new tree. Possibly either at the end of this year, before winter, or in the spring next year. Okay, wait. I need that actually. I need that on me. Just so I can fix stuff. I weigh 20. I still weigh 20. Wow, that's quite a bit. Vehicle backup tool. I need those. 162. There's one. So I have 155, I believe, of weight. Which I guess is not too bad. So all I have is just some meds, a welding tool. Oh, I need some fuel for my ornithopter. Fuel. I need to make some fuel here. Medium. That should do it. Yeah, April is fairly common to have snow, even here too. Not like a lot of it, maybe for a couple of days. But it's not. It's definitely something that we've seen before. But June, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we've had that. Maybe we had it at some point in the past. Okay, so need to fix the full suspensor belt. So I have fuel. Wait, I didn't fix it? What the hell did I fix? I don't know what I fixed. Maybe I just turned on the power and that was it. Right, so I'm as empty as possible, 24. I have 150 of weight to put into my ornithopter. So if I can do a couple of runs with the ornithopter to farm some titanium, that'd be great. I need some materials actually for fixing things. Welding wire. Since we had it in June, but it has happened. So it does happen every couple of years then? Is that it? Okay, now I'm ready. I think. I hope I didn't leave anything. Oh, I left something. Yep. Man, it takes like 5 hours to prepare for something to head out. I think I saw somebody use the oh, probably don't have it researched. No, I don't have it researched. Okay, what is it then? Let's say aluminum booster, cut array, storage booster. Yeah, there we go. Scan module. That's what I want. 300. Okay. Is there a better one? Thruster, rocket launcher, booster. No. Okay, that's the best one I can research. Sure, let's get it. I think you can actually get it. Ah, but you can probably get it with the storage, not with... Oh, that's close. Yeah, okay, so there's always something that I haven't thought about. So I do need the storage module with me, because how am I gonna bring it back if I do manage to mine some resources? How am I gonna bring it back? Where did I put it? Oh, did I leave it in the deep desert? Or is it here? I just don't see it. I might have left it. I might have left it. I have no idea if I left it or if it's... Oh, it's here. There we go. Okay. Now let's see if I can actually attach this thing while we have thrusters on, because if not, then that was kind of a waste. No, you can't. Can't attach it. Oh, man. I thought I can use the... So I saw that you can use the scan module and storage modules both at the same time. That'd be good if I could do... Oh! Oh, I can! Nice! Perfect! This is perfect. Now I can actually scan some extra stuff. Let's see, okay. There we go. Now we're ready to go into the deep desert. Thunder with snow. It's really interesting to get. One year the snow was so bad there was lightning with it. You barely hear the thunder because the snow suppresses the sound. We actually had thunder with snow, I think, this Christmas and winter and last winter. And I think last winter was the first time ever I've heard or saw lightning when we have snow. I didn't even know that was possible up till last year. So that's interesting. There's gonna be another explosion. So by the time I come back, there's gonna be like 4 or 5 spice fields again. There's one there, there's one here. Probably somewhere one more hiding. Hey, how do you scan, by the way? What the hell did it scan? Yeah, so is that like... What the hell? Like, is that the cause of the climate change? Or is that just something so rare that people get to see it in their 30s? Whew. Man, that chat is like... Box is not looking great. I'll need to think of a better way to show it so it doesn't like completely block part of the screen. It's like see-through. These specific atmospheric conditions, very rare. Yeah, so maybe it's not like a cause of climate change, it's just something that's so rare that people see it once or twice in their lifetime. Oh, you know what I saw today? Or yesterday, I'm not sure. When I went back to Haga Basin, and you know when you like spawn, you are on the ground and your ornithopter is next to you. So so today, or maybe yesterday, when I spawned in Haga Basin, like this, as soon as I spawn, literally like 10 meters, maybe 15 meters away from me is the worm. And the worm, you can see it going like a little bit over the sand. I was like, what the hell? If that worm was going over my ornithopter, I would have died. And I hope it's not something that's possible, because that'd be so freaking bad, so sucky. You know, like, that'd be completely out of your way of avoiding it. If you can die literally after spawning by a worm. That was just, you know, like, doing a little bit of swimming around. Like, you spawned and there was a storm happening, or was there a storm coming? Yeah, that scanning tool doesn't seem to be doing much. In the middle of a storm. You needed to use your still time? Wow. Actually, that's something I didn't bring. Maybe I left it in the deep desert base. kind of need a still tent. What the hell though? Like, if you spawn in the middle of a storm, you don't even have time to get into air with your ornithopter and leave the map, because it still takes time to lift up, turn around. What the hell? So that's like an instant. Okay, maybe it wouldn't kill your ornithopter unless it was like mine, less than halfway dead. Actually, I saw a little trick today. Let me see if I can try that. What the hell is that? Okay, so that scanning tool is shit. Okay, now it scanned a little bit ahead, but it's scanning behind me all the time. But I saw somebody scan like this today, and they were uncovering some kind of stashes, and I think Celestial, you told me about that thing even being in the game where you can uncover some stashes in the ground, but I don't have the tool. Yeah, I actually don't have a way to maybe I won't see them because I don't have the compactor. You need the compactor to uncover hidden stashes in the sand. So maybe that was a waste for me to bring the scanner. By the way, have you noticed my ornithopter is not black Harkonnen? It's still Harkonnen skin, but the swatch, the colors are from Chom. I think it feels refreshing to have a slightly different color on my ornithopter. Uh-oh. I'm entering some PvP. Entered some PvP. Wait, no one's talking? That's a good sign. That means not too many people are online today, I guess. Or at least at this time. But it's midday in the US. It's midday Sunday. So it should be fairly populated, no? It survived as it was an MK5, and generally they can survive a storm or two. You definitely need a storm icon for the overworld map, so let you know where. Yeah, that's true. Because you don't want to get into a storm like that. That's kind of unfair. Did I leave a still tent here? Nope. Fortunately, I didn't. Okay, what's my water situation here? Cool. Right, so I really don't have much to put here except for this thing here. And now I'm gonna go into the danger zone. Look for some titanium. Wait, so I saw there are maps online where you can check where all the sources are. Are they like across all the servers, or do servers have randomized locations? Let's see, deep desert resource map. Let's see. Ad blocker detected. my god. Buried. There's so much buried treasure. Holy crap. But it's also not everywhere. But the further north you go, the more there is. Even spice is shown. Wait, is this like up to date though? I wonder. Okay, let's say I am in... Where am I? I'm in E5. At the very corner of E5. And... Where am I exactly? I can't really tell. D6... E5. Okay, so I am... somewhere here. And if I want to go for... Man. Not sure if this is up to date though. This might not be up to date. Show none. Let me see if I can see. Let me see if we can see too. Display capture. It's kind of like locations, vehicles, resources. Let's see, resources. Copper. Aluminum. Whoa, there's a lot of... Whoa. Are you telling me there's so much of titanium in this little area? If it's up to date, that is. That is where... Oh, it's almost next to me, too. Like, I'm here somewhere, and it's like... F6. So, like, middle of F6. Okay. Middle of F6. So E6, it should be somewhere here around this area. Okay, someone's asking if anyone's guarding Stravidium. What the hell does that mean? What does guarding... Like, I get when people say that they're guarding spice, but I might be understanding it wrong. Maybe they're not guarding it so that anyone can come and loot. Maybe they're guarding it for themselves so no one else can come. And why would someone guard Stravidium? Do people actually sit around? Okay, I'm gonna go. I think I might die in this one. I think there might be gankers around that area where there's a lot of... I mean, if I was a ganker, I'd be sitting there, right? I'd be sitting around that area waiting for someone to come and start mining. It's according to region. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. At least, if I get ganked, at least I'll be able to test out my escape capabilities. Thank you. I'll need luck. Hopefully, if I get attacked, I'll be able to escape. But man, you have to mine and look around the whole time. That's not easy. Plus, I have no shield, so if I get killed, I will die instantly. And if I, oh man, what if I lose my ornithopter? Can I respawn in Haga Basin? Because if I respawn here in this area, there's houses here. If there's houses in the PvP area, I think that's where the titanium is. Last time that was the case. Last time I saw a lot of titanium in an area where there were bases. Man, this scanning tool is shit though. Oh, there's somebody here. I think someone's farming. Or does he live here? that the same person or is there another one? Oh, he lives here. So they live here and they farm titanium 24/7. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take my chances though when there's somebody here like that. Where else can I go? I don't see any other points. Maybe I can go there. Oh shit, what is that guy doing? Is that guy ganking me or something? There's literally a guy behind me. Okay, now it's not rendering. Probably because we're like a little bit too far from each other, but I bet if I slow down, I'd start seeing him again because he was kind of going up behind me. Or is he also farming? Going around everywhere? I can't see anything from this high. Okay. Copper? Is that copper? That is copper. Definitely not something I need. I think there might have been one node of... Whoa, someone built a base here. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good indication. If you see bases in PvP area, that means there's titanium. F7, okay. I think I might have went a little bit too far now. Oh my god. And then you get stuck on your own wings. Okay, how much did that give me? Oh, wow. 76 of my weight is already done. That's gonna be slow freaking farming if I can only fill up my own inventory and not my ornithopter. That's Stravidium, I don't need that. I have a little bit of leftovers. Copper... That is... Titanium? Yeah, that is titanium. And another Stravidium. Okay. I have space for one more node and that's it. Oh, don't crash. One more node. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. If I get... Oh my god, if I get stuck like that... I really can't escape anyone if someone starts ganking me. Not with those kind of skills. Movement skills. Yeah, I'm full. Oh my god, I'm trying to imitate quick escape. Okay, I need more height to be able to do that kind of a dive. Need to give a couple of seconds. Okay, let's see how much we got. 166 of titanium ore. Is it 6 for 1 plastanium ingot? Can't remember. I think it's 6 plastanium. No, not plastanium. It's 6 titanium and 1 Plastanium. Is it called Plastanium? So 160 is only enough for 20 something of Plastanium ingots. Not that much, really. 170, so I can do 4 runs like this before I'm full. Not sure if I checked everything there. There might be more. But I need to work on my landing and my other skills if I want to survive. Actually, since we're flying past, I could check this out. Although, oh, this is safe zone. Doesn't matter. It's not gonna have any. Well, it might have some titanium. Apparently, only 3 nodes is enough. Oh, okay, it's a ship. Never mind. 3 nodes are enough to fill my backpack. So yeah, at least it's quick. If you're trying to fill up your storage, it takes quite a few nodes. It takes what, 10? But that probably was before I got cutter ray level 6. When I had cutter ray level 5, it took a little bit longer to farm the same amount too. That wasn't too far too. That was actually not that far away. But that's my base. Over here. Backpack schematics? I was actually thinking about that, like, if we're gonna have bigger backpacks in the game. At first I thought it's gonna be a thing in the game, where you can increase your backpack size. Oh, I hate that. Actually, how much power do we have? Probably enough. Right, okay. Where's my... Oh, never mind. 166. Is it... Can you... Celestial, can you check? Cannot do it here. How many resources you need on medium refinery or refinery? How many titanium you need for 1 plastanium ingot? Is it 6? It'd be nice if it was 4. 6 is quite a lot just for 1 ingot. Oh yeah, wait, can I refill this? No, I don't think so. Oh, you can while mid-air. More storage in exchange for reduced stamina. Yeah. That could be a trade-off. Maybe. Although I imagine this game having bigger backpacks in a form of some kind of a battle pass. A lot of games started doing that. Like, you want a bigger, backpack, you want a bigger inventory, pay up. Otherwise, stay with the lowest amount of inventory space. Okay. Not sure if I should go back to the same exact place to look for more titanium, or if I should try to look for it in other areas. That area where we saw bases, well, I'm not sure if it's really safe to go down there. If people have bases there, I would imagine they have rocket launchers just to scare away some other people trying to farm. on Discord. Yeah, can you just tell me though? I just need to know the number, that's it. How many titaniums? Because I think it's 1 plastanium. I forgot what it's called, but 1 plastanium thing. And 6 titanium things to make 1 plastanium ingot. Which kind of sucks. 6 is a lot for just 1 plastanium ingot. I wish it was like 4. That means I could make a decent amount just by doing these small runs. 6, it is 6, and 5 plastanium fiber, stravidium fiber, sorry. So this is the same exact. No, it isn't it. Oops. Sometimes I get lost with the buttons. Not used to. Oh, there's one source. I see. Where was it? Hit the rock there a little bit. Okay, so we got 1. That's stravidium. I don't think there's any more here. Doesn't really tell me much. I think I need to learn to fly without looking up and instead using buttons like S and W. You have a better visual. 4 in the large? Yeah, that's what I thought, that in the large one you can have better better, what's the word I'm looking for? So this is PvE? I assume it is. I guess there's not gonna be any stravidium here. But yeah, I need to start using S to be able to look around. It's gonna take some getting used to. Okay, stravidium. Efficiency, there we go, thank you. Yeah, got stuck in my head. Funny thing is, sometimes IRL, when I'm like talking with people in my native language, sometimes I have situations where I remember the English word faster than Lithuanian word. And funny thing is, current generation, my generation, and especially younger generation, a lot of people talk like that now. Which is probably not a good thing when you think about it, like, you know, adding foreign words into your language, common language or everyday language. But it just somehow happens, and a lot of people I work with do the same thing whenever they're talking. Even my neighbors, when I was talking with my neighbors, sometimes they include one English word in the mix. Sometimes I do it. So probably not the best thing to do, but it's just sometimes easier. You remember the English word faster than the Lithuanian one. Okay, that was a fart, not a big resource. And there's a fart here too. I think I'm going in circles now. I think I've been to these places many times now. Not the most efficient way of farming, I guess. Wait, I checked that, didn't I? Or I farmed it already. So I guess the respawn rate is fairly quick. Is that? That is titanium. Oh, what a rough spot to land though. Okay, I'm full. Yep. S, I need S. I need to use S more often. You're no good trying to remember shit on the spot either, even in English. Yeah, I bet that happens to everyone. Especially in your own language. Like, you know what you want to say, but you forget the word, it gets stuck in your head. And it doesn't even have to be a foreign language. Okay, now I kind of feel a little bit safer, but I feel like I've exhausted that area, but... Oh no, that was a new area. That's not something I looted before. They just all look the same. So I did go a little bit further than normal. F8. This was the good stuff. This is the area with lots of... Let's try that area next time. Giving directions somewhere you live is even worse. You can visualize it, but you don't remember street names. True. Like, honestly, like, if I had to give directions to somebody, I wouldn't even know the street names around me. And I think it's easier also to just give landmarks. You know, like you go to till you reach the bridge or a roundabout. It's been a while since I've given directions to a random person. We did get asked for directions when we were on a trip in another city, but we didn't know anything about that place ourselves, so... Yeah, last time I was asked for directions, I think it was some German or Danish tourists who were asking me how to get to the seaside, I think. And they were actually very close to it too. They just, I think they just took the wrong turn. I just had to explain to them how to get back on track, which is fairly easy because, you know, it wasn't too complicated. So we got 2 runs. I think 4 is what we need to get fully loaded with titanium. So 166 is max I can get. So 166 divided by 6. How much is that? So 20. Then you have 46 divided by 6, which is what? Another 7? So 27. And if I can do 4 loads, bring them back to Haga, that's 27 times 4. So roughly that is 108, right? 27 by yeah, it's 80. Yeah, 108 of plastinium ingot. Not a lot, but for a solo player, I guess that will have to do. I definitely made more when I was doing storage runs. Plus, you kind of use a lot of fuel, don't you? If you do these short runs. Ooh, I'm gonna flip over. And it's not easy to fly this thing. But yeah, 108. I think for the thing that I want to build in my base, I need around 100. Not sure exactly how much, but it was like 140, right? To build the advanced fabricator. And I think I had a little bit, maybe 50 of that stuff. So maybe I need a little bit less than 100. So if I can do a successful run where I load up my storage and my ornithopter and myself with titanium, although I'm not sure if I have enough plastinium now that not plastinium, stravidium. Not sure if I have enough stravidium. I think I have 87 stravidium fibers. So that means I won't be able to make 100 of plastinium ingots because I do need a little bit more of stravidium. So maybe I should get 1 node of stravidium. But then again, I won't be able to make 100 because I will not have that titanium. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe I won't be able to make enough to build advanced garment fabricator. Actually, what am I doing? Kind of want to have the music on, but I might not hear enemy copters coming. That thing is pulsating. Not even sure what it's called, but it also looks like a worm, doesn't it? Okay, where the hell did I put my marker? There's nothing here. Have I been there? Yeah, I've been there. Let's try that one of us. It's pretty far. I don't have a still tent though. That's a problem. I could put my ornithopter in my pocket, but I wouldn't be able to hide myself if the storm came and there was nowhere to hide, because there's not a lot of rocky areas to hide. Not sure if that was always the case or if they reduced the amount of rocky areas. Sector G7. Let's get a little bit lower. So I can see a little bit better. That scanner tool, by the way, is completely useless. That's Stravidium. Kinda need it. Oh, that's the stuff I need. Is it 2 sources or just 1? Oh, that's... Oh my god, where the hell is it? What? Oh, that is what? That is carbon. Okay, that's not what I need. I was watching someone use a scanner today, but I guess they were... Oh, it's carbon everywhere. I think it's just carbon here. Yeah, it looks almost the same. Arrakis and F6 are aggro if you try for titanium on their island. Oh, that's exactly where I was thinking of going to. People are saying that F6 is not safe to go to. That's exactly where I saw someone else flying around. So yeah, people take those areas and they defend them. They attack anyone coming to loot them. Good thing I didn't actually go there. Good thing I saw someone and I decided not to go there. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Okay, we do need this, so I'll take 1. Kind of laggy though. Okay, so let's show. That's a base? That's Stravidium, isn't it? No, that's... Whoa, what is this? That's NPC camp. Oh, that's a ship, right? Yeah, last time I got ganked was around a ship like that, so I'm definitely not gonna go there again, ever. Another little island with a PvP bubble. I just need 1 more source, that's it. That's... It's plus Stravidium. Lots of Stravidium. Whoa. Oh my god, how much Stravidium there is here. Holy crap. In that little area. That's kind of crazy. Woo. Whoa, I've never seen that much in one little area. But then again, you don't really need that much of Stravidium, right? Nothing else though. And I keep mashing the wrong buttons. Oh, a spice field. It's fully mined though. I think I went too far. Way too far. 12k. Way too far. $12k, that's really not efficient to go 12k for a couple of nodes. That's the first time I saw a completely mined spice field. And you could see the line, so it was mined with a harvester. And it's so not easy to really spot resources when you're trying to look around while maintaining speed, and also I guess see one node there, but not very convenient to reach. Another one here. Okay, this one is slightly better. Still not my favorite. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that took way too long for me to get what I got. Went a little bit too far. But hey, at least I'll be able to see. I wonder how fast these things respawn. How fast these titanium nodes respawn. Probably should have looked it up to know for sure if it's worth going back to the same ones I already checked at the beginning. But at least we know F6 is not safe. I'm actually gonna fly past it. Not the best route. But I guess if I'm high enough, I should be safe. That's what I read. That if you are very high, you won't be really easy to be attacked. Like, people on the ground with rocket launchers in their hands won't even able to see you. And if there's gonna be anyone trying to catch up to you, well, good luck. Let's just keep that height. Let's keep 800 height. Well, at least I didn't use that much of fuel, so that's good. I barely used any. Oh no, a storm, and that's the only place for me to land. F6 is the only place for me to land. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh no. What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm gonna go for that one. Okay, at least I'm not being caught. I can actually outrun the storm here a little bit. If I keep going that way, I should be able to outrun it. As long as it's not catching up to me, I'm actually gaining a little bit of distance. Still, there's not gonna be much time for me to look for a hideout. Okay, what's its trajectory. Okay, it's literally gonna come to me. And my home is gonna be covered in it too. Unless I keep running away from it. How far am I from the safe zone? F5? So not that far. Like... No, E. E is the safe zone. It's actually gaining. It's actually catching up to me now. I don't think I can get to the safe zone. Or maybe I can. I'm getting further away from it. Wait, no, I'm getting away from my home! Not from the storm, I was looking at the wrong thing. It is catching up. Okay, where do I hide here? Oh no, there's another guy landing here. I hope he's hiding from the storm too. Someone actually built a base here. Okay, am I enclosed? Yeah, I am. I really hope he's not gonna come here. Oh, nice, a still suit. I forgot it has that thing where you can drink your own piss. Well, I really hope that guy is hiding just like I am. I didn't get the warning though. I think it's actually not gonna hit this area. If I just go that way, yeah, I can outrun it. I can literally get past it. Come on. Okay, so maybe that guy wasn't hiding. Oh, wrong button. Nice, okay, at least I'm safe from the storm. Maybe that guy is farming after all. Unless he wasn't sure if the storm was gonna hit and he just went for a safe spot just in case. Oh, there's another guy. Oh man, I'm so freaking high. Is that the same guy? Well, if I see one ornithopter, it's not as scary if I saw two. But then again, you know, only one might be rendering. And maybe there's another one, you just can't see it yet. There's always a chance for that too. But yeah, this run was definitely not effective. It took me such a long time to get the resources. And this is only my second run too, out of 4. So yeah, not very effective to... like, in that time that I just spent, I would have filled up my storage module ornithopter, I think. Okay, hourglass means we're home. Wow, my wings are really damaged. Okay, how much is that? 420. Wait. Wait, I thought I had more. Is that really 422? So that literally means I'm already almost full for my ornithopter. So that's even less than I thought then. 460 titanium divided by 6 is less than 70 of plastanium ingots. That's not a lot. But I do have one more run in me because I still have my own inventory and a little bit extra if I had to move it into an ornithopter. So I have what? Like I have 440, let's say 450. So I have 50 plus whatever I can carry myself. So that's a little bit over one full run. Okay, so F6 is definitely out of the question. There's 3 sources of, but that's F7. And they said F6? Or did they say F7? F6. But technically, I could go to F7. But it's gonna be risky. Let's try F7. $6,000 is not that really far. That'd be a fairly quick run if I could. I mean, 3 sources, 3 nodes is all I need. 3 nodes would make me full. I don't know if it's safe. There might be... There might be bases there. There's an assault. So people don't really talk much, but I see a lot of ornithopters today compared to like other days. Usually on work days, I barely see anyone unless I'm at my base and there's someone landing in their base, but like not too many people flying past me. So 3? Wait, no, it's further. Okay. It's not this one, it's the further one that has 3 nodes of titanium. Let's get a little bit lower. Maybe I'll spot one source of titanium here somewhere. What is that? Stravidium? All I see is Stravidium here. Where the hell is that titanium? What am I seeing here? Dots of resources. Wait, wasn't titanium supposed to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be here. I don't see it. So it's mined. Yeah, I guess servers are quite active today. If, or maybe that's one that I mined and it hasn't respawned yet. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how fast these things respawn. Damn it. Okay, there's nothing here. Maybe I mined them. Ah, okay. Let's go further, I guess. See if there's other areas. Probably shouldn't go to the same places I've been to. Maybe I can find something here. Okay, there's quite a few resources here, but they all seem to be not what I need. Copper. Nope, nothing what I need. Another PvP zone. Copper. Yeah, really not much. Wow. Oh, there's a base here. Wait, am I getting close to the safe zone? Yep. Man, it's actually kind of hard to see when it's kind of dark. Especially copper looks almost the same. Who's that trader scout who just tried to get titanium but had a rocket shot at them? Wow. That doesn't sound great. Literally people getting shot at while trying to farm titanium as I'm doing the same thing. Doesn't sound too great. My first node. Stravidium. Yeah, Bubble Butt. So the guy, the ganker, is online. Seems like the regular crowd is on. Okay, not much here, just one node. Wow, not much to really see here. A lot of nothingness. Grabbing some titanium so I could use up the last of the water. Oh! What? What the hell? Oh, this is the edge of the game, of the map. Okay. Everyone knows each other. Like, someone just got rocketed, and both the assailant and the victim know each other. Yeah. Well, if I can get this last loadout, that's gonna be a win, I think. There's nowhere to go. Everything is just desert. And I'm 11,000 away from my base again. But yeah, it actually makes it harder to loot, to find titanium when you know there's other people looking for it right now too. And yeah, apparently, from what this guy is saying in the chat, when you fly over someone's base in the PvP area, you might get shot. If they're at home at the time. Wow, there's nothing in here. A lot of empty space. No rocky areas at all. I'm going a little bit too far to north, I think. I should go northwest. Or maybe even west. I'm at G9, wow. Though G is not that far, to be honest. I is the last one, so there's 2 more rows. That looks like a lake over there. Come on, I just need 2 nodes of titanium. So hard to find them when you're trying not to go to the big island where there's a lot of titanium. Or at least I know now that I shouldn't go there. Not only because I saw someone there, but also because someone just got shot at. Am I too high? Maybe that's why I can't see any resources at all. Oh great, someone else's base is here. Wait, I've been here. It looks like he's just building his base, or maybe he lost his power. We don't want to go further up north. There is one rocky area here. Maybe I should check it out. Quite deep. Okay, Stravidium, Stravidium, Stravidium. Oh, this is the same place I've been to. Yeah. Lots of Stravidium in one area. Yeah, okay, let's go a little bit north. That's the same mined field. I'm basically just running in circles at this point. If you go higher, can't really see much. Oh, the pattern of mining, it looks so interesting. Like good, like perfect lines, circle of lines, and then there's like spots, bald spots around. And also the middle area is all empty too. Would be cool to see one of those big worms, ringworm. I think that's what it's called. I'm at I-7. Wow, I'm at the very edge, basically. A lot of nothing though. No rocky areas, nothing. Have I been there? Nope, haven't been there yet. Worth checking out then. There's another place there. H. Not much. Just people talking about how they got shot while trying to mine titanium. So yeah, active gankers on the server right now. And also people looking for the same stuff I'm looking for. Like, I really am struggling finding any titanium. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh my god, it's copper again. That's one. It doesn't help that it's so freaking hard to mine titanium. Okay, I need one more and I'm pretty much full. But all I see is... Oh no! There's another guy here. Didn't look like he was coming for me though. But you never know. Maybe he was looking for a good angle. Kind of disappeared. I still have a little bit more space. Man, I don't know. That doesn't help. Doesn't help that you can't really see far. Like, if someone is coming for you, you won't see them coming until it's too late. But then again, they won't see you either. Oh man, this is another... Can I go back again? That's another Stravidium Island. Just need one more. What drink did you get, Celestial? Are you working on your base today too? Or are you just chilling, doing something else? But yeah, like, reading the chat, you can tell people, wait, someone actually mined that little thing there so deep in the middle of nowhere. Someone actually looted a little bit of that fart. But yeah, seeing the chat today, I see the gankers that everyone knows. I started to recognize gankers in the server. So I see those people are online. I see people talking about being attacked by being shot at. Oh my god, why is it so complicated to loot it? They did it on purpose. Okay, I'm done, finally. Wow, it took me only 15 years to get full. cool that you can actually drink water while you're in your ornithopter. Plain old tea. And I used to love tea back in the day. I don't know what happened. Ever since I started drinking coffee, tea became less and less. No. Actually, no, that's not it. It's not the coffee that killed tea for me. It's the fact that I stopped putting sugar in my tea. I used to put 2 sugar into my tea. Or maybe 3. No, not 3. 2. But then I decided to reduce the amount of sugar. So I went all the way down to 0 sugar. But it also killed the taste for me. And I still drink tea a little bit. Usually like medicinal tea when I'm sick. Or mint tea when I have stomach acids rise up a little bit. But that's it. I don't enjoy tea anymore. Especially black tea that I used to drink a lot. I don't like it anymore at all. It tastes bad. Without sugar it tastes bad. I don't like the taste. It tastes bitter. So yeah, ever since I stopped putting sugar in my tea, I stopped drinking tea or enjoying tea. I just drink coffee with 1.5. I tried to go, I started with 2 or maybe even more than 2 spoons of sugar to go into my coffee. And I was trying to do the same thing as with my tea. But all I got was down to 1.5. I tried 1 spoon of sugar in my coffee, but it wasn't good. Like 1.5 is the right spot. I couldn't get it lower. You hate tea with sugar? I assume you put milk in your tea, like you people in UK do, right? I was surprised. Like my aunt is an animal. Aunt is a relative, right? So my aunt, she moved to Ireland many years ago, and I remember she told us how everyone drinks tea with milk, and for me it was like, what? That was the first time I've heard that anyone drinks tea like that. So I tried it a couple of times and it tasted so weird. Not too much, like, yeah, because a lot of milk does have sugar in it too. A lot of milk is sweetened a little bit, so I bet it does add that sweetness to some degree. But yeah, I don't know, the combo just felt weird. It's like when someone told me a few years ago to try Coke with orange juice, that apparently it's also popular in some country somewhere. Popular combo. I tried it and it was weird. I wouldn't call it tasty at all. It was just weird. The texture, everything was just weird. So same with tea with milk. Never understood that taste, but I guess it's an acquired taste. It's like how people in Australia they use Vegemite. No one understands them except themselves. Have you heard of that combo? Coke and orange juice? I can't remember what country it is popular in though. Okay, let's actually move back. To our home. Okay, Scout Ornithopter. Okay, how much can I put in my backpack now? Oh, okay, I do have around 50 of space. I guess I'll take the plasteel plates. It seems like I brought too many resources here. I don't think I need that many over here. Plus, I mean, tomorrow's Monday. The wipe is coming, so I guess can move some of the things back home. Okay, so we got 80. How much? 80. 81 plus 550, so that's 600. 636. 636. Oh, 636. That means I can make over 100 of plastanium back home. Okay, I thought I won't be able to do that much. I thought I won't be able to get that much because I had to bring some stravidium. Plus, I also had some spare space. So technically, I could have brought enough to make over 100, more than 100, like 120 maybe. That's cool. We're going together with this guy. Though I cannot maintain my height at all. My speed drops so freaking quick. But this guy is also doing the ladder. Okay, so I guess he's the same as me. Sometimes you do hit that sweet spot where your speed doesn't drop at all and your altitude drops very small, in small increments. But it's so rare for me to find that sweet spot. Lemonade and orange juice is nice though, like Schweppes. I guess it's kind of similar in a way, like what these are now, like monster drinks. You know, lemonade plus some orange juice, pretty much. They do taste really good, but if I try to mix lemonade and juice myself, and that juice was also with small little pieces, bits, yeah, that probably wouldn't taste too good. Is he flying, or how did he go up that high? Oh, he was flying. I mean, using his engines, his wings to flap. Robinson's barley juice is really nice with Schweppes. Okay, I've never heard of Robinson's barley juice, so I can't really imagine that taste. Yeah, we are traveling together, although he had to use his engines once to go up. I haven't used them yet. Although he's ahead a little bit. Technically, I should be ahead, right? Because my speed should be better than his. That means I'm just a bad... Can't really maintain my gliding too well. He keeps to be going down. Oh yeah, okay. He was using his Flappy Bird wings. Yeah, wow. Now that I think about it, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. And I was able to only get enough resources of titanium for approximately 100 of plastanium ingots. But then again, I'm doing this on a prime time when everyone's looking for titanium and everyone's fighting too. There's a lot of resources to go for around, to go around. You know, the speed keeps dropping so quickly. It's a diluting drink. It might be called something different with you. Yeah. Yeah, quite commonly you have the same exact product. It's just called different. But it was interesting for me to find out how, for example, M&Ms, you would think it's the same exact product everywhere in the world, right? But apparently in US, it's way more toxic. Like they put some really bad chemicals in the colors. And it goes with almost everything. That's why European Union doesn't allow a lot of American food to be imported into European Union, because they have a lot of really freaking toxic stuff put in their food. And there was like this one, not sure if it was a Senate hearing or something, but there was like one woman presenting it to some officials. The difference between even like she took she made an example how fries, for example, in US and in Europe differ. And I can't remember the numbers, but like American fries had like 10 plus more additives that were very bad for you, for your health, compared to whatever you get in EU. I've heard, I'm not sure if it's completely true, that they pretty much put sugar in anything in the US. And the only American food I've ever tasted really was oh yeah, I forgot, I don't have the booster. The only food I've ever tasted, American food, was MREs, military rations. Since I was trying to do this like little channel of me tasting, opening, unboxing MREs from different countries. I bought a bunch of MREs from different countries, since we have a lot of NATO troops, you know, here in Lithuania, and all kinds of exercising. And we have a lot of American MREs because we have permanent American troops here. So it's really easy. Sometimes American MREs are almost cheaper than Lithuanian MREs. So I don't know, like if I compare, I've tried, you know, French MREs, Netherlands, Danish, German, Lithuanian, Polish MREs, and American MREs, Spanish MREs actually were the worst. But American MREs tasted like everything, every single thing in there felt like it was super salty or super sweet. Like there was no bland food. Everything was very tasty, I should say. Norwegian was very good actually, but it was a vegan one. I got the vegan one, but it was still very good. Like very quality. It like everything, packaging, food. Like there was like what was it in there? There was like an oatmeal, I think, in there, and it was good, very good. Like it felt very quality. Lithuanian was always very nice for me, very tasty, but probably because I'm used to that kind of food. It's very fatty food. It has a lot of meat, and it has a lot of, you know, like it has a lot of fat basically, and it's tasty. Polish felt kind of the same, almost the same exact like Lithuanian, so also very good. I didn't like Spanish. It had squid in it. And very salty. Squid was very salty. Everything else felt bland. What else? French was okay. pleasantly surprised me with, don't remember what it was in there, but there was one meal that I wasn't sure if I'm gonna like, but it actually was pretty good. Danish was all right. American was, like I said, very sweet or sour. Actually, there was one thing. I've tried maybe 2 or 3 different MREs, American MREs. And there was one meal, I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was spaghetti something. And I think I've read that people like that the most. That they look for it the most. I think it was way too much of a taste. Like, the taste was just too much for me. Too oversaturated. So 100 exactly plus 6 more, so 106. That's how much of plastanium I was able to acquire in this run. 106 plastanium. Yeah, not that much. So yeah, I would say Norwegian was my favorite. Felt the most quality. Everything else was also alright except for Spanish. Spanish just felt very bad. Maybe it was an outdated, I don't know, outdated MRE. For example, Lithuanian. What I don't like about Lithuanian and Polish MREs, which have the same provider for crackers, they are so freaking, like, the crackers are so freaking hard to bite unless it's a very fresh MRE. If not, it's gonna be almost impossible to bite. Like, your teeth actually hurt after you try those. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what else I've tried. I don't think I've tried much else. I think I have a couple of MREs that I never opened. I still have them at home. But I like that. I really liked opening MREs. It's like a loot box, you know. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what kind of meals you're gonna get. No, I wanted to get some British ones. I was waiting for them to be. I think there was like a rotation. British troops were in Lithuania for a while, and I was hoping that there would be. Actually, there was. Wait, did I get a British MRE? I can't remember now. I could actually check since we're waiting. Anyways, give me a second. Basically, this is the box of MREs that I have. It's full, it's heavy. So this one is I think it's Danish, because it's written in a language similar to, oh man, it doesn't say. The language is definitely either, I don't think I got any Swedish ones or Norwegian ones, so it must be Danish. I think it's Danish. So this is like a full day's ration, I think. Not sure. I'd need to read a bit better. Then I have American MRE. Another American. And I have, what is this? Oh, this is Norwegian. So I guess I have another one. Vegetarian. It says Arctic field ration. And it actually has English. So it has, what the hell is, oh, couscous. Couscous with lentils and spinach. Then it has peanuts, protein bar, energy drink, dark chocolate. Man, oh my god, I'm getting hungry right now. Then I have NATO approved, which is German. This is a German one. This one actually was sent to me by my friend who was stationed in Mali. and he was in a German base. He was with a small contingent of Lithuanian troops and lots of other countries, but mostly it was a German base. So he sent me a combat ration individual. So that's a German one. This messy one, this is like a 24-hour ration, so a full day's ration. This is, I think, Netherlands, Poland, I believe. Then, what the hell is this? Oh, Latvian MRE. Nice. I think I've tried Latvian too, or maybe not. Can't remember now. It's kind of hard to remember now because it's been like a couple of years. Oh no, I have another Spanish one. The packaging, outside packaging, is one of the better looking ones. It feels like it's...
weather alert. A large
it looks like one of those easy ones to store. MREs, you know, like you could just pile them up and they stay put. But yeah. And this one has... Does it say what this one has? I don't think it does. So it could be squid, it could be octopus. Then I think that's a Polish one. Yeah, Polish MRE. Oh no, another Spanish one down there and another Polish one. So I have 3 Polish ones, 2 Spanish. This one, another 24-hour combat MRE, and this is French. Okay, so what I have basically is one 24-hour French one. I have 3 Polish ones, 2 Spanish, 1 Norwegian,
sector weather alert.
2 American
a large
ones,
sandstorm is approaching.
1 Danish, 1 German 24 hours, and 1 Netherlands 24 hours. So yeah, I never got the British one. I think I was eyeing a British MRE on one of our you know, websites where you can buy stuff from people. But I think it was like 12 euros for one. Not even a, you know, full... Well, actually, a lot of these were 20-ish euros, especially the big ones, the 24-hour ones. Nah, that got me a little bit hungry. Doomsday comes, yeah. I mean, that was my thought. You know, the war in Ukraine started, and I was kind of about to finish doing my videos, MRE tasting videos, and I thought, okay, well, I mean, these are gonna come in handy if anything. So I kept them. Although now I really feel hungry, I would love to open one up, but yeah, not the time to do that. I used to open, well, I did open a couple of MREs during my streams back in the day on Twitch when I would play Tarka with my friend. I would set up like a big table, both our PCs on that table. We would like dress up as PMCs, and we would open one MRE in the middle of that stream somewhere. Those were good times. Not too many people would join and watch though, but it was fun for us at least. Some cool thing to do. That was before my second child was born, I think. Stankrad? Does Stankrad do that? Does he do those kind of streams? Honestly, like, I couldn't watch I've tried watching Stankrad's streams. Too much of bullshitting happening with the voices, with the alerts. Too much. Like, I used to watch his YouTube videos. At least it's filtered there, you know, like there are no random stupid noises and text to voice messages. So I used to watch those a lot. I watched a lot of his videos, but watching him live was just too painful. Okay, we got 106 plastanium, which means... Where's my building tool? I don't have it. Construction tool. Let me see. how much I need for advanced fabricator. Oh yes, I'm gonna be able to build this because I have 78. We're gonna make another less than 100 probably, but we're gonna have enough. And then why would I need advanced vehicle fabricator though? I guess it requires less resources, right, to make parts. And maybe there's a couple of vehicles, maybe Mark 6 vehicles. Yeah, you probably can't make those with the normal one. Now was literally cooking his food while ratting, but yeah. Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, I remember. I've seen those episodes. Like, I don't think he would put those often in his YouTube videos, but yeah, sometimes. Yep. I remember now. Yep. That is, yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Pretty nice. I just wish his channel, his streams were not so spammy with like bullshit, you know, messages from kids. Like, his content on YouTube was very good, like very golden. I loved it. But yeah, not to be watched live. Well, I don't think I can wait. Wait, how many did I put? 50, so it's halfway done. Okay, maybe we can wait this out. I don't think I can do another 3-hour run of of titanium. So let's actually get back the thruster. Man, that just talking about MREs makes me want to get one now. I wanted to taste these MREs with my friend and my family when we would go to like I don't know, some picnic, do some picnic somewhere. But I was told by my family, that by my wife, that we probably wouldn't be able to do it in a random place just like that, because, well, first of all, it would look weird, but second of all, some of the things that you need to heat up, you have to have one of those stoves, and I do have one of those portable stoves for camping. But yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to just light it up in a random place where there's people, because it's a fire hazard, you know. So yeah, I don't know about that. Not sure if we're gonna do, although a lot of MREs don't need any additional heating sources. They have like the little self-heating bag or whatever you call it with the chemicals, where you just pour water over those chemicals and it just starts heating up. I don't think those are hazardous. I don't think, well, they're hazardous for you to breathe, but I don't think they can cause fire. But I don't know, maybe maybe I just don't know, and they are dangerous. Right, where is my... There we go. Take that one, that one. So, Disruptor seems shit. I've tried it against NPCs and it never does anything. It seems so freaking bad. I made you hungry too? At least I'm not the only one. Well, at least you can go grab some snacks. I, on the other hand, I can't really do that right now. I used to snack on some food in the past when I'd play with my friends. And I got a lot of comments saying that I munch and crunch too loud. So ever since then, I know I can't really snack when I'm streaming. Sometimes I still do it a little bit, But yeah, doesn't seem like it's something I can really do much. But you can. You definitely can. Snack. Go grab a snack. It's midnight. Man, you know, I would go for a burger right now. Holy crap. And honestly, if I was younger, I probably would go for it. And now, all I would do, I would wake up I'd wake my family up, and that would be quite worthless for me to grab us, you know, get burgers right now at this time of the night, because I'd get back, I'd eat it, and I would have to go to bed anyways. So what's the point? Would be nice. Would be nice. Would be nice adventure though. You know, you don't really do those kind of nighttime snacks or meals in your 30s. Okay, is it safe now, Mr. Worm? Yeah, midnight burger would be nice. Although I have to, well, I was kind of tempted today to go grab some takeout food. But I realized that, well, not only we spent 500 euros at the start of this week on our trip, but, oh, wow, okay, it disappeared, nice. But also we're gonna have a city festival, the biggest city festival we have in our city for many years now. So we actually kind of skipped a lot of it. Past like few years we haven't really went to it. So we said that once our kids get a little bit older, once they're not complete babies, we're gonna actually go to it. So this weekend it's happening, and well, I kind of want to go. I don't like being around masses of people, to be honest, but it's been kind of a long time since we've done that, so kind of curious. But every time you go out, especially with kids, it's impossible to you know, not spend any money. Before we had kids, oh yeah, it was easy, you know, you kind of want something, but you can always say no to yourself and you don't buy anything. It's easy. But with kids, well, it's not like you want to spoil them, but you also you go through a lot of hassle to go there, and to go, you know, somewhere and not get anything, at least for the kids. Well, that kind of feels like torture in a way. So, you know, you still end up spending a little bit of money because everything is, you know, all the prices are way more than they should be. So yeah, so that's why I thought that I shouldn't spend any money till the end of this week. What? Or at least try not to. But we'll see. After talking about food, I might wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? Let's go for burgers. Easier said than done. You can try to say no to the kids. Well, that's the thing. We say a lot of no. So, you know, after saying no, 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 eventually you get to the point where you think, am I a bad parent? Maybe I should say yes sometimes, at least sometimes. So you do say yes sometimes, although we do say a lot of no. So yeah, last year we went to that festival at the very end, like right before it finished. So there weren't too many people, but we still felt like we need to get something. So we got just some snacks. one souvenir or something. Not really a souvenir, more like a handmade board. I'm not really sure what you call it. A cutting board, because our old cutting board was like dead pretty much, so we had to get a new one. And my wife wanted to get a real wood, not the ones you get at the you know, supermarkets. So we got some snacks for the kids. We got that thing and something else, can't remember now. And we spent quite a bit. And we didn't even go to any any attractions. We didn't go do any, I don't know, fun things. Although a lot of the things in that festival are free. Like if you really wanna not spend money, you can. But with kids, once again, it's really easy to spend money. Just like if they wanna do a carousel or something, you know. Oh yeah, it adds up. Yeah. And that's, you know, like, man, it's so easy for like others. Sometimes when I think about it, like whenever our friends come over or we're doing something together, it's so easy for like outsiders or, you know, relatives, family, friends to look like the good uncle, the good grandpa or good grandma, because they never say no, you know. They come by once in a while, and they always say yes for everything. And then we here at home, we are always saying no on a daily basis. No, you can't go do that. You can't jump on the sofa. You can't watch too many cartoons. You can't play on Xbox a whole day long. It's no, 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 no. You can't have snacks before lunch. But then, you know, a friend comes over and yeah, they can play with them. They can do this. They can do that. They're always saying yes, but we are always saying no. So yeah, you sometimes have to say yes, like you said, not to look like a total dick. For a brief moment, you want to feel like that uncle or that family friend who's also saying yes. Right. There was another actually fart I could mine. Do I have space? 40? Yeah, okay, we do have space. I see your ornithopter is gone. That means you are building up your base. There was another part somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm surprised how nobody really minds these. Like every time I'm doing these, there's no, you know, there's no competition. No one else is doing these. At least it feels that way. Okay, that worm is kind of threatening me with a good time. I don't know, it feels like lately these worms have been very active in this area. Like there's not a lot of times you don't see any of them, and they come very quickly too. I can never mine the field in one go. Usually it's 2 or even 3 landings that I need to do to actually fully mine this. I like that a heartbeat sound. Okay, I hope I'm safe here. Let's get some height just in case. I hope it can't. Go through that rock. Okay, not even 500? How come? It's kind of nerve-wracking hearing the worm move around not too far away. Even though he's not aggroed on you. It's too bad though that you can only fit one pile of spice in your inventory, in your backpack. The only time I was able to fit 2 was when I had almost everything dropped from my inventory. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's with the activity? Why am I... Okay. The game wants you to be safe, even though that ship is far away from me. It still gives me that warning. Last day of the weekend? Yeah, probably. Then again, from what I understand, people in the deep desert, most people, or most active people there, are no-lifers, unemployed people. So I guess it doesn't really matter for them. But I guess it does still feel more, you know, more active, since people who aren't able to play every day are trying to use the best of their time to mine up before the end of the week, before the wipe. Man, my wings are really in a bad shape. I'll have to build new ones fairly soon, it seems. Yeah, that scanner is, I don't know, I maybe I don't know how to use it because it feels so pointless. Oh, am I out of ammo? I'm not. There we go. Okay. Oh, I think that is done. Working. Turn it off. This one is also done. Does that mean I can already... Yep, I should be able to make... Advanced Garment Fabricator. Okay. Now I'm curious if there's anything I can actually make to level up my gear a little bit. Chome Scout Helmet. 167 armor. Well, that's light. I guess that's why. Heavy one is 300. Okay, it is better. It is better, but it also needs plasteel composite armor, plastanium. Ooh, okay, so if I wanted to get this, which actually looks fairly nice, that seems like an upgrade. Like 450 for my armor chestplate. Yeah, it's not a huge upgrade though. But let's say I wanted to get a full set. How much would I need? Oh, I need spice melange for this one too. Okay, so let's say plastanium ingot. 45, 75, 125, 160, 220. 220 of plastanium. That's how much I need to get this armor set. That's 2 runs like today, so that's like 6 hours. Although I could probably make it faster if, you know, there weren't too many people and I was able to mine in that more, you know, more populated area, populated with titanium. What about spice melange? 21, 35, 59, 69, 77, 113. 113. That is how much? How much is that? 100. So 113. What is that? Like 7,000? Approximately 8,000 spice sand. And if one spice fart gives me 500, that means I need, wait, 8,000 divided by 5. Oh my god, my head is not working. So 16, right? 16 spice farts. That's not too bad. 16 spice farts to get the spice melange I need for that armor set. But titanium is gonna take a while. No hanky ganky? What the hell does that mean? Hanky ganky? Ooh, MK6 radiation suit. Radiation mitigation 93%. 93. How much is the one I have right now? 93%. $92. Wow. Wow. So the only difference is armor value. That's it. 800 though is a lot, isn't it? That's like full armor set. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a bit though for me to get. Not to mention plasteel composite armor plating that I have none. I need to get more silicon blocks. Actually, I have only 100. Plenty of that though. Anything else? Yeah. What about this? Chome still suit. Heat. Wow, heat protection 1.5. Not sure how much that is, but the other things have like 0.6. So those are the only things I can make at this station. So I wonder, that is technically tier 6. That is technically the best armor, other than maybe some special ones you can find in some of those laboratories. Oh, I went to the Deep Desert laboratory testing station today, and it was in the PvE area, so which is why I thought, oh, this is gonna be easy. So I went inside. You enter this zone and you cannot leave until you kill everyone. And not only you have to kill everyone, there are waves. So I killed the first wave, which was like 3 people, but it took me quite a bit of time. And then the second wave, I believe, had 5 or was it 6 melee guys, 2 heavy minigunners, and a bunch of ranged shooters. And it was a fairly small area, and I kept running in circles trying to use the Thumers, whatever that sniper is called, trying to use the poison, but I kept getting caught by those melee guys because they kept cornering me, or I kept running out of stamina. So I died there twice in that area. And now that I think about it, I don't think I can even do that with the best armor set and best weapons in the game, I don't think I could clear that dungeon by myself. Those waves were just too much. I think the only way for me to beat that would be just with at least with one person. So that kind of sucks. That kind of feels like for solo, it's impossible to do any deep desert dungeons. Even if it's in PvE area, unless there are a little bit easier testing stations, which is possible. But yeah, it feels like you can't really do solo in this game in deep desert. Hanky ganky means you can loot someone's shit in PvP. But yeah, that kind of sucks. It kind of feels, you know, like today I was thinking, like, what am I even going for? What am I even trying to achieve in this game at this point? Because, you know, at the very beginning, it's easy. Like, you're going for an ornithopter, then you're going for a better ornithopter, then you're going for, I don't know, better gear or something, better, you know, the buildings are fabricators, what I'm doing right now. So I feel like there's not really much else for me to do in this game as a solo person, because there's not really much I can do. Like in Deep Desert, I can do these like short looting sessions to get titanium. I don't really have a need to harvest spice in a deep desert, because whatever I can get from spice farts in the Haga Basin, I think it's enough. I can't get as much, I guess, in, you know, in a short period of time here. But then when you think about it, if I went to the deep desert, the only way for me to get a decent amount of spice would be to go in with assault ornithopter. Well, I guess scout ornithopter with storage is also enough to get a little bit, but that's not that much. That's actually only 4,000 of spice sand. I did it twice where I looted up with my scout ornithopter and I got approximately around 4,000 spice sand, which is 40 spice melange. Well, actually it would be more with the bigger medium spice refinery, but still 40 that's not much. That would be enough for me to get half, not even half, third of the gear set that I want to go for next. That's not much. That's not a huge deal, and the risk is massive. So I think the only end game thing I can think of right now for me to do is to wait for you, Celestial Flea, for you to level up enough where we can both go to the deep desert and we can actually farm titanium a little bit faster, so we could actually make the, well, actually let me check. How much do I need? How much do you need for can you not make, oh, you probably can't even make the carrier ornithopter. Yeah, that's why you need the advanced machinery thing and also the harvester, right? So I don't even know how much you need for those, but I think that would be the ultimate end game content for me. But that technically wouldn't be a solo thing, which would also prove the point that for a solo player in this game, it's impossible to get to the very end game, the tier 6 stuff. Because it took me 200 hours to get to this point. And I don't even have the last tier 6 gear that you can make yourself. Not to mention the, you know, the advanced vehicle fabricator. And not to mention the harvester and the carrier ornithopter. For some reason, you got skipped back to earlier on when you were titanium farming. When I was titanium farming. Wait, what do you mean? You got skipped? Why? Well, actually, I saw when I watched the VOD of mine, there were a couple of stream areas, like situations where I was talking about something and there's a skip of like, I don't know, 5 or so seconds. And like it skips a little bit of my whatever I was saying. But getting skipped back when I was titanium farming, that's quite a long time ago. So are you saying no hanky ganky comment is from earlier when I was titanium farming? So is that the chat that skipped your comment, or is that your stream for some reason going back? That's interesting. Anyway, I'm going through some midlife crisis here, trying to think of a possible end game scenario for me in this game. And it seems like there's not really much I can do. Honestly, like tier 6, getting to the Harvester and the Ornithopter as a solo player is pretty much impossible. I guess I could spend more time. Like what I'm spending today or now in this game is basically... Actually, I'm not really doing that much. Like when I'm not streaming, I'm doing maybe an hour of actual playtime a day. And most of the other time is basically just me AFKing. Just maybe mining one spice fart, maybe going to the Harko village to check the auction house. But yeah, I guess I'm not spending as much time in farming as I should. But yeah, it seems like a lot of farming, a lot of grind just to get to Mark 6 gear and just to get the Ornithopter carrier, which I can't even operate alone. Carrier and the crawler. And we have some guests over apparently. Oh, okay. Okay, Celestial. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that one comment about the hanky ganky was a little bit off. I was like, what do you mean? I wasn't sure what you mean by that. That's why I said, like, what do you mean by that? Man, I'm getting tired. It's midnight. 3.5 hours live. That's usually what I do. Unless you have something to show me in your base. Unless you're done with your base. Oh, I can't even hit you. I'd be so bad at PvP. Can't even, like, target you. Hey, don't damage the vehicles. Oh, you're damaging yourself. Don't damage the goods. Anyway. It seems like there's a lot of grind involved in this whole thing. 200 titanium. I mean, not titanium, plastanium ingots. 200 for one armor set. I wonder if it's actually better to go for the light armor. I've always been going for the heavy one, just to be able to soak up more damage, but still, when there's a lot of PvE NPCs around me, they stun lock me so much, and they eat up all my energy, all my stamina, all my shield so freaking quickly. So maybe it is actually better to go for the light, since you get dash stamina cost, like you can dash more. Blade mitigation. So actually take less damage from blades. Concussive mitigation. Heavy dart mitigation. Hmm. You had no heals? Wait, did you die? Don't tell me you died. No, you didn't die. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, you know, even though I've played this game quite a bit, I still feel like I don't know so many things, especially when it comes to PvP. Like every day I see a new video of something that I had no idea was a thing. And I bet a lot of people are like people who actually play PvP. They have specific builds, they know exactly what they need to get, and I have no idea. But I probably should do a little bit of research to figure out if it's best to do light armor or heavy armor, which people usually use when it comes to PvP. Not just PvP, just like... I guess my next goal would be to even find a way to survive the deep desert NPCs a little bit better, because now I'm kind of struggling with those guys. So yeah, I don't know, maybe there's a better build I could go for to actually have an easier time with those guys, unless it's really impossible to play solo in the deep desert and clear those dungeons. Maybe it's... Well, I've seen people say that they do that solo, but it probably takes quite a bit of time to do it alone. Yeah, I don't know. We should turn off some power because we're not using it now. Need to save that energy. It's not cheap, you know. Although I haven't restocked on these things for quite some time. 37%, 38. What about using this thing? Refuel option. 11 days. Oof, okay. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't think I can really do much else today. I did that deep desert farming session with the titanium. I got enough to get the advanced garment fabricator, but it seems like I need a lot. Like, I still need advanced vehicle fabricator, which is another 140 plastanium. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's gonna take forever for me to even... What is this? Oh, there's no big chemical refinery. What about large ore refinery? 400 spice melange. 400. That is insane. That is impossible for me to obtain at any point. 380 plastanium. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I can really do these as a solo. Like, it would take way too much time for something that I probably wouldn't be using that much anyways. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should do like some kind of calculation off stream where I basically sum up everything I need for all the remaining buildings I need, for all the gear and all the ornithopter, the carrier ornithopter, the harvester, how much in total of each resource I need, and how much time approximately it would take me to obtain, you know, like, let's say we have some kind of a number today from today's stream. 100 plastanium ingot without any stravidium. Actually took me around 3 hours, less than 3 hours actually, two and a half maybe hours to farm. Which is a lot. So if I sum up everything I need, I could maybe get a realistic number of how long it would take me to obtain all of these things solo. And then I can do the calculation to see if it's even worth trying to do. Could always buy the materials. Yeah, but that probably would take even more time, because you can't really make that much money unless there is a way. I just don't know. But if I just wanted to go and farm this little base here, Edge of Acheron, which gives me like 5k per run. 5k per run is one spice melange. A little bit more than one, but still one spice melange. I don't think that's sustainable. So I think that's what I need to do before the next stream. I need to calculate approximately how much of my time I would need to put in to obtain these things, to even think if I should continue doing this, or if I should just like think of a way to finish my journey before the next big update comes. I do want to try that thing. I still want to do the thing with the carrier and the harvester. But like I said, I need at least 2, preferably 3 or maybe even 4 people's operation to do that. If Celestial sticks around, if he levels up, we could do it. And if we, you know, split up resource mining, it could double our efforts. So I think what I need to do, I just need to get the number first, and from there I can really realistically calculate my efforts and how much of those are needed, and if it's even possible. And then if it's possible solo but it takes a long time, and if we can cut that time frame in half with Celestial, I guess we can do it. Oh, there's a online calculator. That's nice. Yeah, give me a link to that, please. I'll take a look. Can you link it on Discord? What is that? Oh, that's plutonium ingot. Okay, yeah, give me that link. I wanna check it out. I wanna do the calculations to have a realistic number, because yeah, solo, if it takes me a month or even more just to get the carrier, just to get the harvester, and then go out into the deep desert after a month of farming every day for many hours, it's not worth it. It's not worth the effort. I should probably like finally drop the game and find some time to, you know, go and start playing Stronghold Remaster, which I really want to do, but this game right now is my main focus. But I still want to turn this whole game streaming thing into kind of a journey where there is some kind of an end game thing where I somehow end the whole journey in, even if it means me dying, you know, in a deep desert where I finally muster up resources and I die. Well, that's still some kind of an ending closure. But yeah, I need to calculate things first to see how easy or how hard it would be. But yeah, I'm getting tired, so I probably should call it a day today. Thank you, Celestial Fleet, for being here as always, dude. And anyone else who's been here today, thank you for that link. I'll check it out. So yeah, thank you anyone who's been here. Thank you, Celestial. Thank you those who have been here, to those who might be here when I'm not even live anymore. Thank you guys. Yeah, can't really say anything else. I guess I'll see you next time, and hopefully I'll have the numbers and I'll be able to elaborate or see where this journey leads us to. But yeah, thank you guys once again. Have a good night, good day if you're from the other side of the world, and I'll talk to you later.